Hello everybody, KT here with Wise Images Photography, and thank you so much for tuning in today. Today we are going to go ahead and go over how did I get this image. We are going to talk about where I was, what I liked, what I didn't like about it. And that is pretty much what we're going to be doing. Now, if you do like nature photography and going on fun-filled adventures, think about subscribing to the channel. Let's get going. Can you guys believe we're already in July? But this is the picture from July for the July calendar. I absolutely love this photograph. I am going to have a hard time trying to tell you guys what I don't like about this photograph, because really, honestly, there is nothing that I don't like about this photograph. So, needless to say, I was coming into the Lake Apopka Wildlife Drive, and off to the right, they have like a bunch of water off to the right, and I saw this beautiful great blue heron. I saw this palm tree, and I was like, I have to get the shot. So I went ahead and got out of my truck, walked around kind of to the front of my truck, making sure that I didn't shoot over the truck, because when you photograph over a hot vehicle or open plains or whatnot, you can tend to get the heat. I forgot what's the technical name. I can't remember, but you kind of get like heat streaks, okay? And it's kind of like whenever you've seen those old movies and they got the mirage, and you kind of got you can see like the heat waves, and I cannot remember what they're called, but you get that heat kind of element where you can see kind of like this waviness going on, okay? So I made sure that I was far enough in front of my vehicle so that I could take the shot and not have to worry about that, because that causes your photographs to be a little bit blurry. What I like about this particular photograph, I love the fact that I have a little bit of grasses towards the front, and then you have the wonderful great blue heron in the next plane, and then it starts to get just out of focus, and you get that nice shallow depth of field going on into the image. And it's not overly shallow depth of field. It's just like a slight one, but it's enough to kind of let you see that there is definitely some depth going on there. I love the fact that there is this beautiful blue sky. I love the fact that there is a speckle of all the different clouds all over the place. I think that adds to it. I love the fact that I got the palm tree and I got the great blue heron both on the rule of thirds, so it adds a very nice element. Next up, it's just kind of like the trail is coming through, the waterway is coming through off to a diagonal. I love how you see the soft water, and then you see the next group of bushes and grasses and everything. And I love how it just kind of comes through. It's very soft, and it just kind of falls off naturally. Now, like I told you guys, I really like this image, and that's why I picked this image, because when I look at this image, I am seeing Florida. I am seeing a typical Florida day. It is hot. You are sweating. But you're also seeing beautiful, beautiful imagery. You're seeing a beautiful bird. You're seeing the gorgeous palm trees, right? And there's just something for me with this photograph. It's just very nostalgic for me. It's just like, oh, that is a typical Florida day. And when I went to go put this into the calendar, I was like, are people gonna feel the same way that I feel? Or are they gonna look at it, and this is what we might not like, is that this is obviously shot when the sun is high in the sky. There's no warmth to the photograph whatsoever. To some people, this may look like a very plain Jane photograph. You can tell that the sun is high because you can see the way the shadows are falling in the tree. If you look along where all the lily pads are, you can tell that, basically the shadows are straight down. So the sun is high in the sky. And so I was wondering, like, how would people feel when they looked at this image? Would they be like, oh, it's just a snapshot? Right? But for me, and I think and I keep on looking over the photograph, and if you guys are wondering where my eyes are going, for me, it it feels like Florida. It feels like home. And so ironically, some of my friends who are Floridians as well, they felt the same way too. So if you're not from the area, this might not be like a magnificent photo to you, but to those of us who live in Florida, this brings us some nostalgia. So anyway, so that is all I have to say about the photograph today. If you guys like this material, please give it a thumbs up. Tell me what you liked, what you didn't like about the photograph. Maybe what have you changed about the photograph? Needless to say, I want you guys to remember that you are awesome. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your week. I'll see you later, alligator. You got this.